Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know, guys. Hello, everybody. I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. There's no issues. Okay, that's great. So, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. How are you guys? How was your day? Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How was the day, guys? Please do let me know. How was the day, guys? Please do let me know. Nice, good, amazing. Okay, that's good. Okay, so when will be the last AI session there? See, I'm currently working on it. The reason that the AI session is not being conducted right now is due to some internal points that is happening in the company right now. By this week's end, okay, maybe in 3 to 4 days, we will be having the AI session. You don't have to worry about it. That's a promise from my end. Okay, anyhow, by this week's end we will be having the AI session, and the link for the same will be sent to you guys individually on your WhatsApp numbers, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so I know there has been some delay from our end, but we'll make sure that we are doing our best to recoup with it as soon as possible, guys. Okay, just be patient. We will definitely do that. This is the first time that this is something is happening with our boot camp. I'll make sure that it's not happening in the future as well. Okay, so what if we are having exams in between of the training? So usually what we do is we handle it in two ways. If most of the students are having an exam, we give a holiday of a few days itself. Or else, if you want, you can attend your like exams and everything. You can join a later batch as well. Like we can shift you to the next batch. We can schedule some extra doubt sessions for you in the meanwhile. So that is something that we'll be doing. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. We handle these type of stuff very frequently. Okay. Sir, I have registered for the machine learning bootcamp, but no one called me, sir. No issues in that. JG plays. Okay. If you are in one of the WhatsApp groups of DevTown, you will get the information about the bootcamp. If not, be in the Telegram channel. You will get the information from right over there as well. Okay. So I think so in November I will be on a holiday for a few days. Okay, I want to know about one more thing from 1st to 5th of October. Can you guys let me know? Will you guys be free from 1st to 5th October itself, guys? Please do let me know, because according to me that's the period of Dashera and Navratri that is there. So should we have a boot camp right now? Because like we were discussing internally and we decided that 1st to 5th maybe you guys are not free or something due to Dashera or due to like Navratri and everything. So I wanted to get a good understanding that are you guys free or not during that particular point of time. Okay, so many of you are free, many of you are not free. Okay, no issues in that. So we have decided 1 to 5, we will not be having any boot camps or something like that. We'll try to make sure that we are able to arrange something for you guys in that particular duration for those who are free. So I won't be there as well. I am also planning to just rest a bit from 1 to 5 itself. But yeah, so that is something that we have decided. But we will make sure that you guys are able to have a lot of different stuff that you can move further with. Okay, do not worry about it. Okay. Uh, let's. Okay. So can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? Please let me know. Can you guys let me know what is the like what have we studied in our previous class, guys? Please do let me know. Can you guys let me know what have we studied in our previous class, guys? Please let me know. CSS, EM, pixels, percentage, viewports, lengths in CSS, okay, different units that are there, VH, M, VW, okay, great. Anything else, guys, that we have studied? Relative and absolute measurement of units, okay, great. So that too we have done. Okay, so no issues. Please tell something about the project of the AI bootcamp. Okay, I will tell it once again, guys. If the question is coming up again in the live chat, please try to make sure that you are able to answer them properly as well. So the AI bootcamp video, we are facing some issues from our end. We will be able to get it rectified by tomorrow morning, most probably. During this week, we will be issuing the video itself. Do not worry about that. That is a promise from my end. Okay, there has been some mistakes from our end, and we are trying to make sure that we are able to improve upon it as well. This will not happen in the future. That is my promise to you guys. And by tomorrow, I will be able to tell you guys a definitive timing for the bootcamp. Please wait up till then itself. Okay, whenever the video will be scheduled, we will be sending you guys the individual links to all the students who have registered for the bootcamp, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Okay, great. So, shall we start with our today's class, guys? Please do let me know. Shall we start with our today's class, guys? Please do let me know. In the meanwhile, I will just open up the PPT that we were using for the same, and we'll continue from right over there. First, we'll start with some basic like problem statements, just like previously what we have done. Okay, the problem statements will be pretty simple, and we will be working upon them using CSS to change some of the items. I'll be giving you guys an assignment as well so that you guys can work over it, and then we'll go into the box layouts that we will be studying about. So let's get started, guys, with our today's class. It will be pretty simple, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so let's style an image. This is the first question that we are having. Give me a second. I will just open up the live chat on my mobile phone so that I'm able to see you guys as well. So let me open up the live chat on my mobile phone. Okay, great. One more thing, guys. I just wanted to just talk to you about something as well. The WhatsApp, the live chat that has been given to you guys is given for any kind of questions that you are having. Okay, but please try to make sure that you are not disturbing the class in any way. If the question is unrelated to what I'm teaching right over here, please refrain from asking it in the live chat, because it usually distracts me when I'm teaching. Okay, it becomes very impossible for me to teach and to make sure that I'm able to give you guys the best particular option. For example, again, Rahul RP is asking about the AI bootcamp after telling you guys about 2 to 3 times itself. So that is the thing. Maybe people are late in the class, they will not be on time, they will be missing out on attendance, they will be asking questions that is not related to what I'm teaching right over here. They will be saying some stuff on the live chat as well. So for example, Georges Matthew, so I've lost my attendance yesterday due to network issue and it's not recorded, so please, is there attendance, sir? I will do it later after 11 p.m. Please approve it, sir. So see, the point is that even if you are having a network issue, up till now the yesterday attendance should have been fulfilled. Okay, so that's the point that I'm trying to make. Please refrain from asking questions that are not related to what I'm teaching right over here. Whenever I'm done teaching, after that you can start asking these questions. Okay, sometimes it irritates me as well, and see, I'm also a human being, so it happens in such a case that I might be using some words that are not appropriate enough for YouTube. I would like to apologize for that as well, but please try to make sure that you aren't disturbing me when I'm teaching, okay? Because it is extremely important that when I'm teaching, I'm in my zone so that you guys are able to get the best out of these boot camps. It is for you guys that I'm teaching, not for me. I already know all these topics. It's of no use to me at the end of the day. So please try to make sure that you guys are focusing upon the class, learning, okay, understanding everything. After the class, go back, practice everything that I'm teaching, okay. Share slides in the WhatsApp group as well. Manoj, I've already said that that won't be done. It won't be shared anywhere, whether it be the WhatsApp groups or the Telegram channel. The slides are already there, available on the Discord channel. The link is down the description, so you can get it from right over there. Okay, so let's get started, guys. The question that we are having, the first question that we are having is, let's style an image. For this problem statement, all you have to do is type out the CSS to change, to add a border to our image. Okay, cursor, change the cursor. So for example, whenever your cursor, that is this arrow, is hovering over the image, the cursor should change, and you should be having a box shadow. Okay, so the image should be having some shadows as well. So this is what we want to do. So again, guys, those who are asking the question for the AI bootcamp, guys, if you guys know the answer, please just help them out. I don't want to waste the time in the bootcamp itself. Okay, so let's get started with this particular problem statement. See, one of the best things about development in general is that you don't need to know everything from the start. Okay, nobody does. Okay, it's not that even I am like all knowing or something like that. I also take help from Stack Overflow. I also take help from Google, from other websites as well by development. That is the reason why it is called as development. You don't need to know everything. Some conceptual knowledge you should be having, some basic knowledge you should be having, but development is usually the art of Googling at the end of the day. That is the basic definition of development in general. So never be ashamed of Googling stuff for the development purposes. For data structures, algorithms, and computer programming, if you're Googling it, like after a later point of time, like after a year or so, then you're not fine. Okay, you need to improve yourself. But for the purpose of development, you never have to worry about it. Okay, so let's get started with this. Let me open up Code Sandbox. Let me open up the static website that we were using at a later point of time, and let me open up. Okay, I don't think so. This is the template that I was using. Let me just find it once. So, recently used templates, recently used solution. This is the one that we were working with. Let us zoom in a bit. Let us open the website on a new page. We don't require this. We have the mdn logo.png, so we'll be using that. We'll be increasing the size so that you guys are able to see the code. Is the code visible to everybody? Please let me know. Is the code visible to everybody? Please let me know. Is the code visible to everybody? Please let me know, guys. Guys, if the code is visible to everybody, please let me know. Great. There's no issues with the code as well. That's amazing. Okay, so let's get started right over here, guys. First of all, we'll be inserting an image right over here. So inserting an image, we'll be using the img tag. The source will be your mdn logo.png. That is the image that we are having right over here, as you are able to see, mdn logo.png. That is the source of the image that we are going to use. And the alternate index, we are going to put it as app as mdn logo. Okay, let us save this. Let us go back to our website, reload the page, and we should be able to see the mdn logo on our screen. The first thing that it is asking us to do is add a border. So let's say that we don't know how to add a border to an image itself. No worries in that. What we are going to do is we are going to go over to the internet. We are going to search for it. Add border to image CSS. Okay, so we'll be searching for add border to image using CSS. We'll be opening W3 schools and we'll be reading through it. Okay, so this is how you need to add a border, what is its properties, how to add it, what are the different attributes that are there, and so on and so forth. So for example, right over here, if we want to add a border, so we have to go, first of all, we need to provide it with a class. Okay, so let's provide it with a class name. Class is equals to, and we are going to provide it with a name. Let's name this as mdn itself. Okay, we will save this. So we have provided the image with a class of mdn. We are going to use the css style.css. We don't require anything, so we'll be removing everything from right over here. To select the class of mdn, we are going to type .mdn right over here, and we are going to specify our border. So BORDER border. and we are going to have the border. So first of all, the first parameter is the thickness of the border that you want around the image. So right now, let's say that I want an image that is of 5 pixels thick on all the sides. Okay, left, top, right, bottom, and left. The thickness of the border that we are making is 5 pixels. Okay, so we are specifying the thickness as 5 pixels right over here. The next particular thing that we need to specify is the type of border that we want. Do we want the entire border to be solid? Okay, that what solid means, like uniform color all around the border. Okay, just like taking up a brush and then putting up a border around an image. So we are going to have a solid border, that is called as SOLID, solid border right over here. Along with that, we need to specify the color as well. Okay, so the color that we want is, let's say, black. Okay, let's keep the color as black. Let's save this. Let's go back to our website. Let's reload the page. As you're able to see, we are having a 5 pixel width black color solid border all around our image. Okay, now there are other patterns that can be made as well, so we can change it to dotted, dotted, dotted. Okay, let's save this. Let's go back to our website. Let's reload the page. Okay, so right over here, as you're able to see, we have got a dotted border all of 5 pixels width all around the image. Are you guys able to see this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please do let me know. Again, we can change this to something else as well. DASHED dashed. Okay, 5 pixels dashed. Let's go back to our website. Let's reload the page. So it will change to something of a dash like structure itself instead of dotted. We can again change the color as well. Let's take up SALMON, salmon. I love this color. So we are going to have 5 pixels dash salmon. Let's reload the website. As you are able to see, we are having a dash salmon all around the image right over here. We can also specify something else. Let's say 0 pixels on the top. Then we are having 5 pixels on the right, 10 pixels on the bottom, and let's say 15 pixels on the left. Okay, let's save this. Let's go back to our website. Let's reload the page. Let's keep it up as solid so that we are able to see it. SOLID solid. Let's save this. Let's go back to the website, reload the page. Okay, so we were not able to get this. Let's change it up. Let's take it up to 15 pixels. Save. Amazing. We're able to increase the size of the like border to solid 15 pixels as well. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand border property? Please do let me know how to add a border property. Please do let me know, guys. Now the next thing that we need to see is how to change the cursor. Okay, from the from the arrow to a pointer itself. That is what we want to do. Again, we'll just do a Google search. Hover image change cursor CSS. So image hover change cursor to CSS. We'll go to the first link that is opening up. We'll just like scroll it down. So we don't want to change it to any image or something right now. Image hover change cursor to pointer, pointer. Change cursor on hover. We will just look at it, cursor pointer. So that is as simple as that is there. Let us try to see. So we'll just take it up right over here. The next particular property that we are going to put up is CUR cursor and then pointer. So as you are able to see right over here, we have put up another CSS property that is on the image having the class as MDN. The cursor should be a pointer. By pointer, I mean like this type of structure. If you guys are able to see my hand, like it looks something like this. You are having a fist and an like a finger pointing to something. This is called as a pointer itself right over here. Okay, so let's go back to our website, reload the page. If you are able to see, it's an arrow right over here. My cursor is right now an arrow right over here. As soon as I'm going over the image, okay, it changes to a pointer. It changes to something like this. Okay, it changes to a pointer itself. Are you guys able to understand it? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. So when are we going to make an Insta clone? That is going to be on Thursday. Okay. So on Thursday, we'll be having the class to make the Instagram clone. Up till then, we are going to go over all the things that you need to know before starting to make the project itself. Okay. Great. So let us move on to the next particular question that we are having. We need to apply box shadow. Okay. We need to apply shadow to our image. Again, nothing that we have to do. We have to just search for it. Okay. Image shadow CSS, go to the first particular property, just go over it. We need to use a box shadow, not a text shadow, because we are having an image itself. So we'll try to find the box shadow. Okay, we're not able to find the box shadow right over here. We'll go to the CSS box shadow property. Okay, so right over here, as you are able to see, we are having this particular property and it provides us with all the information that is needed about the syntax itself. So height offset, vertical offset, blur, spread, color. So this is all that we need to know. So if you guys are not able to understand what is H offset or what is V offset, why on Thursday, sir? Because like we will be having 7 days of understanding HTML and CSS and then the project. So that is how we will be working on it. See, this is what I'm trying to make you guys understand. Okay, so whenever you are coming to a boot camp, try to be in the present, try to learn whatever you are able to learn right over here. Okay, do not use the live chat for spreading bullshit. Okay, try to make sure that you are in the class, maintain the decorum of the class, maintain so if I'm teaching you something, the only question should be coming that okay, I'm not able to understand this. That's it. Okay, nothing else except that. So let's see right over here. Okay, so H offset, it's a required property. The horizontal offset of the shadow, a positive value that puts the shadow on the right side of the box, a negative value puts the shadow on the left hand side of the box. Vertical offset, a positive value that shows. So what is a shadow? Okay, you are having a shadow at any point of time. Let us try to understand this, all these properties first of all. Okay, it's very simple to understand actually. So let us go right over here. Let us take up a draw. Let us take up something that is a light color so that it's visible to us as well. Every day class will be there. Okay, the boot camp, the project of this boot camp will be on Thursday. Okay, so please just focus upon the class. Okay, do not worry about anything. Just be in the present, learn what I'm teaching. Okay, so that is what I'm explaining it right now, guys. This is the image that you are having right over here. Okay, let us assume that this is the image. So when you are having a shadow, okay, whenever you are having a shadow at any point of time, how will the shadow look like? Let me change the color so that you guys are able to see the shadow as well. Let us take up the black as the shadow. For example, the shadow can be something like this. Okay, you will be having shadow like this. Okay, right over here. Maybe you might be having a shadow that looks something else. Okay, you might be having a shadow that is like on this both the ends. Okay, maybe like this you might be having the shadow. Maybe you might be having a shadow that looks a bit different. Let us remove this right over here from the bottom. Maybe the shadow that you are drawing looks like this. Maybe you might be having a shadow that looks a bit different again. If you're having the shadow here, you might be having the shadow on this particular end. This is something that you will have to imagine. Okay, this is something that you will have to imagine. Okay, what we need to understand right now is that this is called as the horizontal and the vertical offset. Okay, for example, if I want the shadow to be in this particular direction and in this particular direction, so this direction gives me the horizontal. Okay, this is called as the horizontal offset. If this is positive, okay, you will have the shadow towards the right hand side. If it is negative, you will have the shadow towards the left hand side. That is how you make sure that you are having the horizontal offset. Okay, the first particular attribute is called as the horizontal offset. Okay, it makes the shadow go towards the right or the left of the image. Okay, similar to that, you are having the V offset, that is the vertical offset. Okay, so if you are having, so this is the V offset right over here, V offset. Okay, if the V offset is positive, okay, if V offset is positive right over here, it will put the shadow below the image. If the V offset is negative, it will have the shadow towards the upper side of the like image itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand? See, this is just technical terms. H offset and V offset are just technical terms. These are definitions that go along with your border. Okay, so if you want the border to be above, then you are having the V offset as negative. If you are having the border towards the right, you are having the, sorry, if you are having the shadow towards the right, the horizontal offset is positive. Okay, so these are technical terms. These are definitions that you need to learn. Okay, you need to memorize. There's nothing to understand right away here. Okay, so let's continue with this, guys. Again, the next particular thing is the blur and the spread. Okay, so let us look at that from the perspective of the code itself so that you guys are able to understand it easily. So let's say that we want to have a box shadow right over here. So we are going to have a box hyphen shadow. Okay, the first thing that we are going to specify is the H offset. Okay, the first thing that you're going to have, let us look at the code. Okay, the first thing that you're going to have is the H offset. Okay, so what is the H offset, guys? We want, let's pick it up as the horizontal. We want to have 10 pixels. Okay, 10 pixels as the horizontal offset. Okay, that is towards the right because the horizontal offset is positive. Okay, the first particular number that you're putting up is called as your H like offset, that is the horizontal offset. We are putting up right over here. Okay, we are having 10 pixels right over here. Many of them are saying this is not a certification course. Anurag Kashyap, I know you make great movies, but will you trust like some random stranger on live chat, or you must trust me? Okay, you can go and check LinkedIn if that's the case. Okay, all our students, whoever is getting the certificates, they post their certificates on LinkedIn, so you can go and check it right over there. Okay, on the first day we have already showed you guys as well. Okay, so like I said, box shadow right over here. So we have to register on Zuno or not, because I'm getting a message today. They say to fill me a form, otherwise the certificate will be cancelled by DevTown. So I have to fill it or not. That is a fraud. We are not affiliated with Zuno anyway, in any particular way itself. So if you are getting any message from a company called as Zuno, please do not reply to them. Make sure that you are abusing them properly as well, because we are not affiliated with Zuno in any way. Okay, whatever we are doing, we will be doing it in the name of DevTown and no other company. Okay, so let's continue from right over there, guys. So 10 pixels as the horizontal offset. The horizontal offset, like we have discussed it right now, is positive. That means a box towards the right hand side of the image. Okay, we are having 10 pixels again. That is the vertical offset, guys. The next particular number is called as the vertical offset. Okay, so the vertical offset, as you are able to see, is positive. So positive vertical offset means below the image itself. That is where we'll be having the like shadow. Okay, the next particular thing that we are going to specify is our like what is the color of the like shadow that we want. So we'll keep it up as salmon. Okay, we are going to keep it up as salmon. We will reduce this to 5 pixels as the border. Okay, so we are having 10 pixels of horizontal offset, that is towards the right, 10 pixels of vertical offset towards, are you affiliated with TeachNook? No, we are not affiliated with TeachNook. We are not affiliated with Virgio. We are not affiliated with Zuno. We are not affiliated with anybody. We are only affiliated with 2 companies right now, that is Microsoft and Google. Nobody else. Okay, we are only affiliated with Microsoft and Google, nobody else. Do you really think that after being affiliated with Microsoft and Google, we'll really require to affiliate ourselves with any other company? Just think about it. Okay, We don't really require them at any point of time. So never worry about it at any point of time. We are only affiliated with Microsoft and Google and DevTown. That's it. Is Akshay a guy from DevTown? Yes, he is one of our people at DevTown itself. Okay, so having 10 pixels right over here, 10 pixels right over here, and Salmon. Let us go back to our website and reload the page. So as you're able to see this down below, let me change the color so that you guys are able to see the shadow itself. Let's change it to black. Save it. Let's go back to our website. Let's reload the page. So the black portion is the shadow of the image. Okay, the black portion is the shadow of the image that you are able to see. Horizontal offset 10 pixels positive, that is towards the right. Vertical offset 10 pixels positive, that is towards the bottom of the image. So you are able to have 10 like pixels on the right and the bottom of the image as the shadow. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, now there are two more attributes associated with this. That is your spread and your blur. Okay, these are the two things that we need to make sure that we are able to understand about it. Okay, so let us go back. The next particular thing is the blur. Okay, the blur radius, the higher the number, the more blurred the shadow will be. So let's improve the number. Let's take the number to be 10. Okay, let's take up the number to be 10 as the blurred value. Okay, so let us see what will happen right over here. I think so I clicked on something. Now I'm on some other page itself. So we are going to take up 10 pixels as the blurred value. Let us save this. Let us see what happens right over here. So as you're able to see, it is blurred by 10 pixels. Okay, it is blurred by 10 pixels right over here. Now, what do you mean by blur? Okay, what is the difference between blur and spread? Let's try to understand this. Now, those who have some idea about drawing and painting, I hope that you guys are very familiar with it. Blur is something that, for example, when I'm looking at you guys using my spectacles, and when I'm not looking at you guys without my spectacles, the image gets a bit blurred. Okay, it gets a bit blurred. That is the meaning of blur. Spread is basically when you spread the when you are using pencil. Okay, and then while writing something with pencil, you use your finger to just like spread it around. Okay, so that is spreading. Okay, it spreads around. Okay, it spreads by some volume itself. Okay, so that is spreading. So there are two values of your like shadow as well. Right now we have blurred the shadow by 10 pixels. Okay, we have blurred the shadow by 10 pixels. Okay, now if we want to like we want to like spread the if you want to spread the thing as well, let us look at it. So let's look at spread. Then we'll put another 10 pixels right over here and we'll save this. We'll go back to our website and now let's look at what happens when we spread it. So as you're able to see, it gets spread by 10 pixels as well. It gets spread by 10 pixels. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Say about V offset once again. So if you have understood about H offset, Manoj, that means the shadow is on the right hand side or the left hand side. If H offset is positive, shadow is on the right hand side. If the H offset is negative, shadow is on the left hand side. Similarly for V offset, okay, that is the second attribute. If the V offset is positive, it comes to the like bottom of the image. If V offset is negative, it comes on the top of the image itself. So that is the basic definition of V offset. Now blur, that basically makes the shadow a bit blurred itself by some amount of pixels, and spread increases the spread of the shadow. Okay, so that is the entire thing. Okay, these are the four. So first is H offset, then V offset, then blur, and then spread. Then you are having the choice of the color, which color that you want to apply. So we will keep we don't want any kind of spread. We'll just keep it till blur. Okay, and this is what we are able to see right over here. Yes, exactly. Just like shading by finger. Did there was a error saving problem? Save it again. Retry. Control S. I think so. I will have to restart my code sandbox itself. Give me a second, guys. Sure, I will be showing you guys negative offset as well. Just give me a second. Actually, I think so the code sandbox crashed, so I'm just reloading it. Once okay, it is showing me network error. What the? Okay, so the network is working perfectly. I'm not facing any kind of network issues right over here. I think so. I'll have to open up the code sandbox once again. No issues in that. I will do that as well. D6. Day 6 responses code sandbox.io. Give me a second, guys. I think so my code sandbox actually crashed, so I'm opening it once again. So yeah, okay, style.css, we'll save it, we'll go back right over here, save it right over here as well. We'll open up it in a new website, we'll close this down because we don't require it. We'll just close it, improve it, go back, and this is the final product that we are having right over here. Now let us look at negative. Okay, well, let us look at negative like h offset and v offset. So if I'm putting it up as -10 pixels, okay, that is our negative h offset. Okay, negative horizontal offset right over here. If we are pressing Control S, so h offset negative then means that we'll be getting the shadow on the left hand side. Let's go back to our website, let's reload the page. As you're able to see, the shadow of this particular image, the shadow of this particular image is coming to the left hand side of our like image. Okay, so that is the purpose of negative offset. If you want to put it up as negative vertical offset as well, so we'll be having -10 pixels right over here. We're going to save it, we are going to go back to our website, reload the page, and as you're able to see, we are having the vertical offset as negative, so we are having the shadow coming above the image itself. We are coming above the image itself. Are you guys able to understand negative vertical offset and positive vertical offset as well? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand negative vertical offset and negative positive offset? Please do let me know. If you don't want to blur but only spread, what to do? Very simple, guys. If you don't want to have a blur, okay, specify 0 pixels for blur and then specify 10 pixels for your spread itself. So that will work normally. Okay, you will be having 0 pixels of blur but 10 pixels of spread. So that is how it will work for you. Okay, as simple as that. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great, amazing, guys, amazing. So right now I will be showing you guys the attendance for today. Copy, remove, QR, code generator. We are going to continue with the class, guys. This is just like in the middle of the class. I'm just showing you the attendance. Day 6 download. I will just ignore it for a few more minutes and then we will continue with the class itself. Okay, so right now we have done with the first particular problem statement that we were having. Let's move on to the second particular problem statement. Okay, so let's style a font. For this problem statement, all you have to do is type out the CSS to change the font family to Helvetica or Arial or sans serif. Okay, font size to 60 pixels, to uppercase, underline the text, change the color to RGB 1911 230. So this is what we want to do. One more thing, guys, please try to remember this as well for the project that we are going to do. Okay, it's going to be a huge project. Okay, so please do focus upon what we are learning right over here, because there I won't be repeating topics. Okay, we won't be having enough time to repeat what we have already learned. Anything new that we are doing, we will of course be repeating it, we will be learning it again. Okay, we will be doing it. That is something that I'm guaranteeing you of. But whatever we have studied during these 7 days, I won't be repeating anything. I will just be making like thinking that okay, you should be knowing this because we have already practiced about it and I will be moving further with it. So after every single class, go back, whatever we have learned today, try to practice it on your own. Okay. Okay, great. So let's continue from right over here. We'll take up a paragraph tag itself on our website. So let us go back to our index.html, and we will be putting up right over here, and we'll be having a paragraph tag. So let's put up a paragraph tag. We'll provide it a class of something. So class of test, and we'll be providing some particular sentence right over here. Practice is the key to success. Let's save this. Let's go back to our website. Let's reload the page. As you are able to see, we are able to have practice is the key to success. Okay, we are having practice is the key to success right over here. What we want to do right now is that we want to add some CSS to it. Now the class is .test. Okay, so we are going to have .text right over here, and then we are going to continue from writing our CSS. The first thing that it is asking is font family to Helvetica or Arial or sans serif. Okay, so is Arthi working for DevTown? Please answer me. Call me for internships. Yes, I am. She is one of the part of DevTown. Okay. So somebody called me today from DevTown. Is there a fraud? If they are calling from DevTown, it's not a fraud. Okay. If they are calling you or redirecting you to some other website that is not of DevTown, or they are providing you information that is not related to DevTown, then that's a fraud. But if they are talking to you only about DevTown, that is a part of DevTown itself. Okay. Now please guys try to focus upon the class. Okay. So let's first change the font family. So font family, let's choose the font family Arial, Helvetica. Okay, I just selected something else. Arial, Helvetica and sans serif right over here. Now can you guys think about a reason why we are specifying 3 different fonts? Okay, right over here. Why not a single font? Okay, why are we choosing 3 different fonts for our paragraph tag right over here? Can you guys think about it? Please let me know. Can you guys think about it? Why are we choosing 3 different fonts right over here and not a single font for our paragraph tag? Can you guys think about it? Please let me know. Can you guys think about it? No, you guys cannot think. Okay, so I will just explain to you about this. Yes, that's absolutely clever. Piyush has written the exact same thing. If one does not work, okay, so it might be the case that the website that the user is opening up your website on, the browser that the user is opening up the website on, does not support Arial. What will happen in that particular case? It will show Helvetica. Does not support Helvetica, it will show sans serif. Okay, so this is called as a font family. So if any of these fonts is not available, it will show you an alternate font. Okay, so that your website does not look shitty by going back to the default version itself. Okay, that is the reason why we usually assign a font family, so that you guys are not like there's a fallback for everything. Okay, so the next particular thing that we have to, so this is something that we have done. Next particular thing that we have to do is font size to 60 pixels. Okay, font size to 60 pixels. Again, font size, let's specify it to 60 pixels right over here. Let's save this. The next particular thing, so let's look at this particular thing at our website. So as you are able to see, practice is the key to success. A 60 pixels Arial is present right over here. Okay, the next particular thing that we have to work upon, so what if none of the 3 works? See, that is never the case. A font family is made in such a way that sans serif is the default one that we actually use. So it is available, one of these will always be available on either of the browsers itself. That is the reason why these font families are created in such a way that it will always work. Okay. The next particular thing is to uppercase. So let us try to find that as well. Right now I'm going to show you guys the attendance QR for today. You guys can go ahead and note down the time at which I have shown you the QR code. It's 7:44. So you can fill this particular QR code after the end of today's class, not right now. Okay, do not fill it right now. Fill it up after the end of the class itself, guys. Otherwise your attendance won't be taken up. You will be having 30 minutes at the end of the class to fill the attendance form, so please wait up till then. Next particular thing that we have to focus upon, the next thing that we have to focus, let me just close it, we don't require it, is to uppercase. Okay, how to convert all the text to uppercase. So we can just find about it. Okay, if we don't know, to uppercase CSS, let us text transform property, just go through it, learn through it, how to utilize it, come back to your code, text transform, and we'll be using we have to do uppercase. We'll be using uppercase right over here. So this will this will convert all the different text that is there into our paragraph tag to uppercase itself. Okay, so is it for day 5 that I showed it to you guys? Check. Let me check it once again. Control A, Control C, Control V, enter, edit. Yeah, it's it's the name is there. Okay, but it is day 6 itself, so there's no issues in that. Okay, only the name has been changed. The QR code will be working. It's day 6 itself, just the name hadn't been changed. The QR code is the exact same. Okay, so uppercase, let us go back to our website. Let us reload the page. As you are able to see, everything, the text gets converted to capital letters. It gets converted to uppercase itself. Okay, I've already told you guys, I'll tell you once again, there was just a printing mistake in the form. It is of day 6. Okay, even if it's showing as day 5, it is for day 6. Okay, if you are going to the name of the form itself, it is day 6 itself. Okay, I'll show you guys the QR code once again. Okay, so this is the day 6 QR code, as you are able to see. I've shown you a new QR code. This should work. There shouldn't be any issues with this. Okay, I've shown you guys a new QR code. This should work. There shouldn't be any issues with this. Okay, I've shown a new QR code. Those who are in the class, those who are listening to me, they won't be asking any questions right now. Okay, so let's move on to the next particular question. Okay, we don't require the downloads, we don't require the file explorer. The next particular question is underline the text. Okay, text decoration, that is what we are going to use, but maybe we don't know what is text decoration. Okay, we don't know how to underline the text itself. So we are again going back to our Google. We'll be using underline text CSS. Again, we'll be coming to text decoration itself. Like I said, we'll look at it, we'll be like, okay, underline, and that's great. We'll come back to our code. We'll use text decoration, text hyphen decoration, and we are going to use underline, and we're going to save it. We are going to go back to our website, reload the page, and as you are able to see, we are able to get an underline under the text as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys, it will choose the first font specified. It will be first come first basis itself. Okay, great. The next particular thing that we need to do is change the color to RGB 1911 to 30. Okay, that is what we will be using. Okay, so we are, again, if we don't know how to change the color of a text, again go back to Google, text color CSS RGB. Let's search for it. Color property, body color red. If we want to use RGB, so we are going to go back to our code. We are going to use color right over here. So COLOR, and color we are going to specify as RGB, and we are going to specify the red, green and blue values. The red, green and blue values are 19, 11 to 30. So that is what we are going to do. 19 tab 11 tab to 30 right over here. We're going to space Control S. We're going to go back to our website, reload the page, and the effects of the color have already come up right over here. That is how you are going to use an RGB value. You need to first specify that this is an RGB value. Inside of brackets, you need to specify the red, green and blue color that is there. You have also got a selector. You can use this selector for the same as well. That is totally up to you how you want to use it. Okay, so are you guys able to understand everything up till here? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please do let me know, guys. I've already given a new QR code for those who are not in the class. They will not be able to understand why it is not working. Okay, are you guys able to understand everything up till here, guys? Please do let me know. For those who are saying QR code is not working, you are not in the class, you left the class after getting the QR code. That is the reason it is not working. Okay, now you will have to watch the entire video again. Are you guys able to understand everything up till here? Please let me know. Great. So the next thing that we'll be looking at is styling a page. So this is something that I'm giving you guys as a homework. Okay, these are the two questions that we are having as a homework itself. Whatever we have studied up till now except centered, everything we have already done. So please try to make sure. So you first have to create something like this. This is the normal original version. So first you use an image and write it out. So this is the original. And this is how you want to apply the CSS to make it change like this. Okay, this is the new one that you have to create. Okay, the same thing for the my to-do list as well. So first try to create this. Okay, this is the original. Try to create this and then use CSS, okay, to convert it into this new one. Okay, this is the two things that I want you guys to do. Okay, it is very simple. It will make sure that whatever you have learned about CSS up till now, you are able to use it in a very practical sense and move further with it. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Divya Chauhan, what is 1911 to 30? So that is the value. So every color that you are seeing in at any point of time in your life itself, that is made up of three colors: red, blue and green. Okay, so what is the amount of red that it has from 0 to 255? Okay, that is 19. What is the amount of blue that is it has? 11. What is the amount of green that it has? Okay, so 230. So that is how red, green and RGB, red, green and blue values are there, and they together form the main color itself. Okay, so please try to make sure that you are able to make both of them up. Okay, as an assignment, I'm not going to check it. Okay, I'm not going to check it. You don't have to submit it, but please make sure that you are able to do so, because this is how you will be able to sediment, okay, all the knowledge that you're getting in the class itself. Okay, all the knowledge that you're getting in the class. You can take a screenshot of both the assignments that I'm giving to you guys. Okay, this is the first assignment. Okay, so I'll be there on this particular page for 10 seconds. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I hope that you have taken up a screenshot of this particular assignment. Okay, the next particular assignment is this one. Please try to make sure that you are able to take up a screenshot of this as well. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so we are able to give you guys these two assignments. Everything that you have studied up, you will be able to use it right over here. Some additional things are there, for example, changing the background, okay, changing the underline from bottom of the text to over the text itself. That is a part of text decoration. We have already learned how to do underline. This is something that is a little bit different, but use Google, try to make sure that you are able to do it. It's very simple, very easy to use, and I hope that you will be able to do it as well. Okay, again I will tell you guys, for those who are not able to open up the QR code, there is a very good reason for that. If you guys took up the QR code and left the class itself, then you have no idea what happened after that, and you have got the wrong QR code itself. So that is the reason why I always tell, do not leave the class after getting the QR code. It might be the wrong one as well. Okay, so right now you will have to attend the class once again. You have got 30 minutes after the end of the class to finish up, okay, with filling up the attendance form. If you're not able to do that, your attendance will be cancelled for today. So if you were acting a bit smart, this is your fruit for doing that. Okay, okay, blue is 2:30. That's right, from 0 to 2:55, blue is 2:30. Okay, okay, so now that is also done as of this particular point of time. We will be stopping right over here, and we'll be moving further with from tomorrow onwards with a bit more on CSS, and then we'll be having the project on Thursday. So we're going to learn a bit more in CSS and HTML tomorrow onwards, and then we'll be having the project on Thursday. So I hope that you will be able to complete this assignment that I've given to you guys. Okay, what is the red stickered in the assignment, sir? Are you talking about this right over here? Are you talking about this right over here? That's a basic text with a like a cross over it. Okay, you will be able to do this using text decoration. Okay, we have already used text decoration to underline a text. This is also a part of it. Just search for it on Google and you will be able to doing it. So why are you not replying my queries? It is going partially. I was not able to see your queries itself. Okay, is this in the Discord PDF? Yes, it is there in the Discord PDF. What is the red stickered in the assignment? Like I've already said just 2 minutes ago, this is a slash on the text itself. You'll be able to do this using text decoration. Okay, you can just search for it. Okay, okay, great. Try to make sure that you are able to practice it, guys. It is very important for you guys to practice everything that you're learning, because anything related to development, if you're not practicing in programming in general itself, if you're not practicing stuff, you will just forget things, will not learn anything, it will not sediment in your brain. Anybody will be asking you questions after some time, you'll just forget about it. But if you have practiced it on your own, okay, you will still remember it at a later point of time as well. Sir, I'm not a part of this bootcamp, but I'm here to know what will you do the post the last video of AI bootcamp. No issues in that, Nikita. Like I said, there has been some issues from our end. There has been a lot of delay from our end for the AI bootcamp last video. I think so in a few days, within this week itself, we will be able to post the video for the same as well. I apologize for the same. We'll make sure that this is not happening in the future, but due to some internal reasons in the company, there had been some delay. We'll make sure that by this particular this particular week, we are able to complete the video and give it to you guys. Okay, okay, so how to set the background color? Just search for it on Google. Like I've already said to you guys, Googling is also something that is a key portion of learning how to develop things. Okay, that is the reason why I have not told you every single thing that is happening in these both of these particular like assignments. Okay, so that you are able to get that habit of Googling it as well. Okay. Okay, so we'll be ending it right over here, guys. We'll be meeting tomorrow at 7 once again. Please be ready. Please come on time as well for the class, and we'll be continuing it from right over there. Gaurav Mitra, I'm not able to see your question. Okay, so without the question, how will I answer you? Okay, the last time as well, I said that I am not able to see your question, so I need to see your question. Okay, So please try to make sure, guys, you are coming up on time from tomorrow class as well, and we'll be continuing from right over there. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll be meeting tomorrow at 7. Please be on time. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.